Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. In this video, I will be sharing my interview experience for the Wipro, and I will be sharing both technical round and the HR round. Yeah. So my exam was on Feb 4th. So and the results were announced on 24th of Feb. In the mail, I got that I wasn't able to clear the test, so there would be no interview for me. But suddenly one day, 7th of July, I got a mail like a survey link. So if they were asking if I'm still interested in the process, so I said yes, I'm still interested, and they scheduled my TR interview on July of 20th, and then after clearing the TR round, they scheduled my HR round on a September 4th. In the technical interview, there was only one interviewer was there. I joined the call first, and after that he greeted me, like how are you, or where are you from, like that, how's the weather. They usually ask these questions to make you feel comfortable, to make you feel less nervous. So yeah, then later he asked me to introduce myself. I introduced myself in a very pleasant manner. Like I covered everything from my academics to my internship which I did, the project which I did. Then I also explained some extracurricular activities. Then I explained my skills, and then explained my strengths and all. So yeah, after listening to my introduction, then he asked about my final year project. So I explained him about the final year project in like this. So first I explained what technology we used, and what is the aim of the project which we are doing, what is the end goal. So how many days it took, how many members were there, what I personally contributed to the project, and if I faced any difficulties during the project, if yes, how I overcome those difficulties. Yeah. And then next he asked me about my internship, how was my internship experience and all. Then he asked about the what project I did in the internship. So I explained my project basically was a diamond price prediction using Python and machine learning. Yeah. And then he asked about any do I have any extracurricular activities. So I was a coordinator in our club, in a club in our college. So we used to like organize these events as a quiz event, or like this GK events and all in our college. So I used to go to class to promote this events, to get more participates like that. Yeah. Then later he asked me about do I know any programming. So yeah, yes, I said yes, I do know programming. And latest he started asking about like basic C and C++ concept. Like he asked from the OOPS. So like what is inheritance, polymorphism, what is dynamic, and difference between dynamic and static polymorphism. And he didn't ask me to write any code. Like it's like a basic, I have to explain the if he asked basic concepts were there, I have to explain him verbally. Yeah, this was it took about 25 minutes. Yeah, it was good. And the response was like we were like it was a basically like we were having a conversation, and it was a two-way conversation, right? He was very friendly. And at the end he asked if I have any questions. So I asked him like what technologies like freshers are being trained on, and when how much long will be the training period. Like this is a crucial point in the TR interview. When they ask do you have any questions, you should like be prepared for with two questions at least. Like they will check your interest. If you are interested in the job role, you will ask them questions. You will be like a little bit curious. If you said no sir, I don't have questions, they will think that you are like not interested in the profile, you just came to attend, you like casually and all. Yeah. My TR interview was done. So after that I got mail on September 1st, and that my HR interview is scheduled on September 4th. Yeah. When it's come to the HR interview, so there was a ma'am. She asked me to introduce myself. I did as I did. And the technical interview, I covered everything from my academics, the internship which I did, and the projects which I did, the extracurricular activities, and my little bit of my certifications which I did. So in the last I said I am a team player in the introduction. So she like cast that point, and she asked me, are you a team player? I said yes. Then she asked me to rate myself from like a scale 1 to 10 as a leader. I said if I have to rate myself as a leader, I would say I'm a 7. So yeah, it was over. Then next question was to describe my final year project. I did like same in the which I did in TR on, like covered everything, what technology we worked on, what was the goal of our project, did we face any difficulties, how we overcame, what was my personal contribution to the projects. So yeah, after the final year projects, he asked me if I have done any minor project. I said yes, I have done like 3 minor projects in my college. So I didn't explain the brief about them. I only told like this was the name, this was technology, this was the aim. Yeah. Then she asked me what I did in lockdown. So I said I have registered for some courses in Coursera, like artificial intelligence for beginners. So I told her that I registered and done this certification. Then I told her I start reading books to increase my vocabulary. Yeah, she said yeah, she said okay. And later she asked me where you see yourself in 3 years. These are like basic questions they ask, where you see yourself in 3 years or 5 years. You should expect this kind of questions the HR interview. To this question I replied that with 3 years of experience I think I will be able to lead a team in a company. Yeah, she said okay and all. And then she asked about any extracurricular activities. I said yes, I was as I said in a TR interview, I'm a coordinator in a club. I was a coordinator in a club in a college. So we used to do these quiz events and all. We used to go promote our like event and all. So I explained in a briefly, and then briefly about that. At last she asked me if I'm willing to relocate. Yeah, I said yes. And am I okay with the 1 year bond? I said yes. Yeah. This in this HR interview you should be prepared, like sometimes she also, for the most of the candidates, they were asking what is the full form of the Wipro and all. You should be ready with the full form of Wipro, and like do a little bit research about the company. So when was it was established, and what technologies they are working on, like which company they are like collaborating and doing projects and all. Like do a little bit research. They can ask like why Wipro and all, why should we hire you. This type of questions you can expect in a HR interview. Yeah, this was pretty much about my interview experience. I hope it helps you guys. So yeah, if you haven't checked out my Capgemini interview, links in the description, and it will like pop up somewhere on the right, left or right side. Check that one also, and subscribe to my channel. It will help me, like it will motivate me, and like the video. It really helps with the YouTube algorithm, so it can reach to more number of people. Share with your friends, and that's all guys. All the best for the interview. Thank you.